Well, it's a little hot and humid out there. Not as bad, but bad enough that I need to keep my shirt off, so there's no camera today. So maybe tomorrow or later this week. Certainly a crappy week for crypto, but the good news is at least it seems like this stupid little mini correction, or correction if you want to call it that, is over. So let's just take a look, because spent my day today dealing with more trademark shit and working on the character UI stuff, so I'm just busy. And of course, I was actually listening to a more Jesse Lee Peterson, because now I think it's a good time to try to really just start taking the next step and stuff, and in my case dealing with anger, right? Because I still get kind of mad, and you're not supposed to do that. So that's what I'm currently working on. Certainly is interesting. But I can definitely personally attest that, yeah, oh, they finally did the infrastructure bill. I can definitely attest that, yeah, being angry does make you blind, so, it can cause a lot of problems. Oh, yeah. I gotta farm my mighty parties. Oh, man, this thing is all full of stuff. So, yeah, but yeah, so I looked at crypto a little bit, and then I kind of stopped a few hours ago because obviously I just had work to do. But yeah, no, I'll just say that because for now I'm just waiting on the European Union. Well, I have to wait 2 months for the European Union before we start the I think it's called the argumentations phase. So that I'm not too worried about. It's just this other guy from YouTube that I need to be dealing with. So there's like 2 infringers. So yeah, it's actually kind of surprising. It's just like it's very easy to steal someone's intellectual property, and it's a lot harder to remove it. But there's clearly a trick to it because big corporations do it all the time. So I just need to figure out what that is. Yeah, of course I'm gonna lose. Now I'm down to 10 hit points. Let's see. Yeah, this fucking rigged game. It's very freaking annoying. Alright. This is gonna take forever. So, anyway, yeah, I just gotta work on that. But I know there is a trick. I just have to find it. And it's just, kind of annoying. But I'm sure I'll find it. Alright, so let's see. What happened with the markets today? The infrastructure and conciliation bills will be a big deal for... Okay, the only reason why I want to read that is just to see when they're actually going to vote on that. Puts and pulses. So El Salvador is embracing Bitcoin. So markets look down a bit today. Precious metals takes a big nosedive. Crude oil is actually up. But investors don't care. Yeah, don't think anyone cares. And then I think Bitcoin has finally stabilized. So it might need until tonight to stabilize. And the dollar is up slightly. Okay, so what did bonds do? Yeah, bond yields are actually down a little bit. So yeah, so there's fear in the market. Alright, so there's fear, there's crude oil up. So this actually doesn't look too bad. This doesn't actually look too bad. Alright, very good. It's in crypto market route. Let me see. Oh, this game is still ongoing. Wow, I haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, this fucking rigged fucking F-word game. It's made me lose like 5 games in a row. It keeps giving me like rank 10 assholes. And of course he goes first. I'm just gonna like hit the forfeit button. This is just a waste of my fucking time. Ah, I need these fucking stupid chests to fill up, and it's so annoying. Let's see, bumpy Bitcoin rollout. That's fine. Sharp fall value, stronger US dollar, gold. No, this dollar doesn't really have much to do with the dollar. Delta launches. Yeah, so for the most part, I don't actually see any real problems. I also don't even see the headline that the SEC is threatening Coinbase, which I got from over here. SEC is threatening to sue Coinbase. CEO Brian Armstrong responds. I mean, I'm thinking maybe this might be it, but I really just don't see anything here. Central Bank of Brazil director states government will know everything you have in Bitcoin. What? This headline doesn't make grammatical sense. The anonymity won't be a choice when making cryptocurrency. The state that Sierra will have their China identify the guard these coins can't. Okay, so Brazil wants to make it so you can't remain hidden. Okay, Brazil wants to regulate Bitcoin. Right. Okay. Of course, I get a stupid win. Well, at least it gives me a stupid legendary chest, but it's in the wrong league. Alright, well, whatever. I get a freebie, right? Alright, there's a nerd commission that's currently focused directly on this via case. Well, crypto solutions with traditional value. More importantly, the vice president of new business in Brazil has stated the company will be testing direct Bitcoin payments this year. So Brazil is technically going to adopt Bitcoin, but they kind of want to just regulate it. Okay, so this is a little bit of a strong statement, but I think it should be okay. CryptoPunk 540 gets chopped and sold for $1 per share. Dog NFTs. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I don't see anything here, really. Alright, I'm not even going to click the SEC stuff because the SEC clearly just wants to be an asshole towards crypto and Bitcoin because it's probably run by tribals and liberals, so. I mean, they're always going to be mauled. Oil producers, Bitcoin miners meet in Texas to discuss cooperative mining possibilities. Okay, so that's good. Salvadorian government Chivo, while experiences hiccups, some residents can't claim the $30 Bitcoin reward. That's actually pretty good because if you haven't claimed it yet, then when you get your $30 worth of Bitcoin, you're gonna get more Bitcoin now than when Bitcoin was at 50,000. So that's actually pretty good for them. Alright, so I have this open right because of the infrastructure bill. Yeah, of course I lose. The infrastructure, okay, big deal. Oh, this is a video. I don't want to listen to a video. I want to read an article. Alright. So since I'm a little busy and want to get to work, let's see. Greg should have his video up. Because I actually don't know what's been going on. And I haven't even watched Cryptos R Us, but I mean, I kind of already know what's going on in crypto.
Okay, everybody.
So, wait, this is the video, right? Oh my god. 2 minutes ago, so just in time. Perfect. I caught you live. Oh, hey Ryan. My positions in Algorand and Solana are doing great. I just bought some more, I don't know what Zaliqua is, and staking it. Well, that's good. Yeah, Algorand and Solana are popping off. Those are two really good buys. I chose not to buy that because I feel I'm already too late. But clearly, it's doing really well. Actually, what is it doing? I didn't even buy looking at crypto prices, but I just know that everything's kind of... Like, some are... Like, I'm starting to see some more greens, and these red numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So that's actually a good sign. Let me see. Algorand is up a little under 40%. Yeah, that thing's popping off. Wow, that's actually a lot. Jeez. Oh, that must be really nice. Let's see the other one, Solana. Where's Solana? I know I passed over it. Okay, well. There you are, number 6. Yeah, Solana's doing really freaking well. Jeez. I did a 1 year. My god, look at that chart. It was $40. Look at this. This thing is going straight in the air. It has no sign of stopping. You know, I'm hoping that this is what Cardano is going to do. Let's see. I have a market cap of 54 points. What is it? You know, what actually is this thing? Actually, let me actually read Solana. Crap, where are you? What does the description here say? Solana is high functional open source that banks by entrepreneur provide DeFi. Okay, so they're a DeFi platform. Okay, it was launched with headquarters in Switzerland. Okay, it's designed to facilitate dApp creation. Okay, founders. All right, yeah, I do remember that the people who run Solana, or at least code it, are very knowledgeable top people. So that's actually important. That's actually fundamental. So that's good. Okay, so everyone's got DeFi. So I know it's not the DeFi. This thing's probably popping off because they're probably doing something really good with the decentralized applications. That's probably what it is. My normie bought 27 Solana at 30 bucks a pop. So 27 times, let's say this is $200. That would be 5,400 bucks. Wow, that's actually not bad. Huh. Damn, that's still a pretty nice return. That's actually a really nice return. So it's probably not enough for you to quit your job or whatever, but oh, what? Oh, I still hold on. Oh, that's right, because I clicked the wrong thing. What was I saying I got before stupid Mighty Party? Yeah, it's not enough to quit your job, but at least it'll give you, something to work with, Because remember, I took 500 bucks and I turned it into 254 grand by the end of 2017. So, I'm kind of hoping for similar results this time around. Those are your YouTubes while I work. Well, that's good. That's also probably fine too, because now you don't have to, because obviously I have to keep my shit brand safe. Of course I fucking lose. This fucking rigged F-word stupid matchmaking. It's so annoying. Made more so because I'm also trying to stream at the same time too, so. Alright, so whatever it is, okay, so Bitcoin's stable, Bitcoin crypto is stabilizing. I see some greens, so hopefully that means tonight we can start seeing some steps backwards, because so we got to get past 53,000, because in the span of like basically 8 or 12 hours when El Salvador officially rolled out Bitcoin, which was yesterday, most of all the August gains were wiped out, and it's just so frustrating because I'm getting sick and tired of hearing the buy the dip shit. How about it just goes freaking straight up like Solana has been doing? Right? There's no reason for it. So I'm just getting very, very annoyed because 2020 was the year that everything was supposed to go up, but that obviously didn't happen because of the stupid bullshit hoax that happened last year, which I will not say. So, alright. The Fed admits that the U.S. economy is slowing and inflation will continue. Okay. So I just want to hear what he has to say about bargain hunting after the Bitcoin dip. Actually, I do kind of want to listen to the crypto stuff because I haven't listened to George in a while. Let me see. Market over. Bitcoin 100 grand. El Salvador is the beginning. SEC FUD. So he's covering the Coinbase SEC thing. Layer 2 Star Trek Day. Yeah, screw that world. Bargain hunting altcoins. Yeah, I don't care about that. Maybe I should. But there's already a lot of good coins out there. You just gotta dip your hand in. Bitcoin for the or early 20 standard chartered. Yeah, I don't care. Let me see. What's this green thing? Total liquidations. Huh. Wow, a lot of people were leveraged long. Okay. Supply shock ratios. That's a new one. Actually, what is this?
COVID crash. You could see that exchange flow, short-term investors, long-term investors, with price all fell down in tandem. Yeah.
I heard of Willy Woo. I see him suggested a lot on my Twitter. I never follow him. Leverage markets sold off, but investor buying just got stronger. Bitcoin flash crashes are caused by deleveraging. Right, because we see later in his thumbnail that I don't know if you can see it, but there's all the longs got liquidated when Bitcoin crashed to 46K. Bitcoin flash crashes are caused by the COVID crash was similar in that derivatives overreacted, but back then it was supported by investors. This one was completely divergent and a mystery. Cheap coins. Yeah, this is just clearly, it started off with sell the news, right, because of El Salvador, so everyone was dumping and taking profit. But there's definitely manipulation going on. There's no doubt about it. The SEC is getting mad. I forgot which government banking, it might have been the IMF. Someone else got mad. So everyone's just getting mad, especially because of El Salvador, because the tribals just don't like, Bitcoin crypto because it's an end to their little monopoly that they've got going here. Oh wow, I actually won a freaking game in this league. So, oh wait, that's Chrome. So, all right, that works. Man, this video looks really freaking old. American Bandstand, 1975. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Alright, let's see what Greg has to say so I can manage.
Everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. Just lovely, isn't it? Look, you and me, we got to talk. A lot of stuff going on here. Funny stuff, too, from the Fed today, the Beige Book, Fed President Williams, and all kinds of things. All right, so let's do that. So where to start? How about this market? Okay. What happened? Really nothing with regard to the stock market. A relatively
nothing happened.
Flat day. Now, those of you that understand the dynamics of the market know clearly why this market really didn't do anything today. So I'm talking about the major indices with fractional losses.
Yeah,
here.
this week has been total
Nothing
dog
major
shit.
whatsoever. Crude oil today catching a very nice bid. Well, what was missing today from the four dynamics needed to prop up the stock market? Well, let's see. Number one, the 10-year yield. 10-year yield is stable. This is usually a good thing for the stock market. It's 1.34. Okay, market likes it here. No big deal. Yet, the market did not gain today. Okay. Number two, the dollar. The Dixie. The dollar's relative value. I think I need to clarify this a lot because people are still confused. Okay.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention JetSwap. Yeah, I mean everything's recovering except JetSwap. JetSwap obviously has been taking it. I have to go into Chrome. I don't want to minimize it so that, but let's see, it's at 46.4 cents. I'm looking on Chrome, so yeah, I mean I've taken a hit, but it's not that bad. Well, at least to me, it's not that bad. I'm obviously not going to sell because JetSwap is also just way free. Everything is way oversold, which I think is the reason. Oh yeah, because you just got in, which is why I think that's. I completely forgot to mention it. Which is why I actually think that this is probably why we're seeing more green and the red numbers are getting smaller, which is obviously good because that's what we want. Well, that's what I want. So, because again, in order to crash the price of crypto, you have to have the crypto in the first place. So at some point, you're going to run out of crypto to dump. And from what we just saw from Cryptos R Us, he actually said that more investors, like that Willy Woo tweet, actually said investors were actually continuing to buy this dip. Right? El Salvador is buying the dip too. I mean, it's not enough to probably move the markets, but Panama is now considering crypto. Brazil is also considering crypto, but they're taking a more aggressive, we're going to regulate everything and you're never going to have any privacy, rah, 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 kind of thing. But I'm willing to forgive it because obviously Jair Bolsonaro is going like full Donald Trump down there. So, it could actually be that it's actually like the shit lives in Brazil being assholes towards crypto, which would not surprise me at all. I'm looking for a buying opportunity, though. Well, my God, then you literally are sitting on a gold mine because everything's like freaking cheap. Now, could it go down? I guess so. But the problem is there's actually no reason for any of this to be crashing like it is. So a very good opportunity, especially if you want to get into JetSwap and want to take that risk. Yeah, that thing is like at a bargain, So, I mean, you already know, right? I mean, you can go to any of these major. You got Cardano's really cheap. Solana's been doing really well. Algorand has also been doing well because Ryan, he's in the YouTube chat, but he's in this and he's doing really well with it. Filecoin could even work too. Can't go around with VeChain because this thing's back on a discount. Maybe if you want the safe play and just get interest, just buy PancakeSwap. But yeah, don't forget, September 12th is 4 days away, so the smart contract release of Cardano is literally right around the corner, right? So I'm already in position with my Cardano coins. I'm just waiting for the smart contract thing. So if anything, I think Cardano would probably be a really good buy, right? Because again, smart contracts. Because Solana is skyrocketing because of their smart contract stuff. but specifically, I think it's because of their decentralized applications. Because I don't actually know anything about Solana, and according to the CoinMarketCap description, they also do DeFi, but so does PancakeSwap and JetSwap. So obviously, it's not just DeFi; it's something else. Binance is making it harder to deposit cash, though. It's so annoying. Well, yeah, it's because your government's being an asshole towards Binance, so Binance has to be, really strict. It's not Binance's fault at all. It's the UK. What is it? It's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of your financial. Yeah, it's the Financial Commerce Authority, or FCA. Right? I think that's what it's called in your country, right? In the UK. And I always made the joke because FCA is the same acronym as the Ferengi Commerce Association from Star Trek. Right? And that shit was hilarious because like they take pride in being the biggest money grubbers in the world and being the biggest assholes about it. And they're very proud to tell everyone that. And every Ferengi fears the FCA. It's so funny. Right? Just picture the IRS as Ferengi, right? Or greedy little goblins, all right, rubbing their hands together and just being like, yes, we are the IRS, we are the FCA, and you owe us taxes. Right? You can't see me because obviously my camera's off because I don't have my shirt on, but, I'm rubbing my hands furiously. So, yeah, it's the FCA being like a huge asshole, so that's why, I guess I wouldn't recommend getting a VPN and accessing Binance from Colombia or something, right? So, but at least you can still use Binance. Here in New York State, I can't even use Binance at all. It's very annoying.
Okay, Dixie, not standalone. It's a measure of the relative value of the dollar versus other currencies. Okay, so stronger, not good for the market today. Okay, there's, I guess, strike one. I already explained to you about crude oil. The Fed's balance sheet is continuing to
don't forget,
inflate.
Cardano can be bought anywhere. You don't have to go on Binance for it.
Today,
you can go to Hotbit for Cardano.
That you and I remain on the right side of this, and the Fed's balance sheet will continue to hyperballoon. Forget about any kind of taper. Although we did hear from Fed President Williams today. Oh, we're going to talk about Williams in a moment. Just wait on that deal. So, anyway, that's the story for the market. Just covered those things. Let's talk about cryptocurrencies. They're trying to make a rebound here, okay? Finding a floor, whatever. Again, people, what I'm going to tell you. What is Gregory going to say? What's going to come out of his mouth? Not my tongue, but I'm here to tell you that this is a buying opportunity, as I've been explaining to you since a long time now. Buy the dips in everything. That's pretty much where we need to be in this twisted, upside down, backwards and sideways, distorted freak show of the highest possible order. It's not going to stop. Okay, gold and silver today. I know how frustrating this is to all of you out here. It did fall under pressure. Again, both of them, nothing major, but under pressure nonetheless. Now remember what we're talking about. This is not physical metals being dumped onto the market.
Come to think of it, Judas sold Jesus out for 30... I know they said 30 pieces of silver. Wait, what exactly was the denomination? What did Judas sell Jesus out for? Was it 30 something? They called the pieces of silver something. It just says 30 pieces of silver. Is this true? The silver in these 30 coins would be worth $197.40 today. My God. Benjamin Franklin, I forgot what the story was, but Ben Franklin deposited $100 or $1 million or something to the city of Philadelphia before he died. And he specifically said to keep growing the money the way he said it, so that the compound interest would be worth like a lot of money. And of course he's right, and then that $1 million or whatever is worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. So, and Ben Franklin didn't have to betray anybody. Well, certainly not, the Messiah himself. The coins themselves, being ancient and historical, would of course be priceless, but at the time they were just regular silver coins used as instruments of commerce. My God! So Judas not only betrayed Jesus for money, but he betrayed Jesus for like pennies, like what we would consider pennies. That is what the hell? Boy, Judas really was an idiot. Huh.
This is the derivative. And, it's not on the elemental chart. They don't exist. They're not real. You understand? But they're being dumped onto the market here. And that, of course, drives the price of the hard asset.
Yeah, if you're going to betray someone, at least betray someone and get a lot of
money.
Well,
of course you would in a market that's doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But that's that story with regard to that. Now, so what I want to do here, I want to talk about a few things. So we heard from the Fed today, the Fed president, the Fed's beige book, which is a measure of business activity, and it's just lovely.
Really? Where are you guys going?
It is lovely. So let's start off with the creature, Fed President Williams. Now,
just make sure you're not taking a pilgrimage to Afghanistan.
They always use the same terminology. Here he is saying, according to this thing, okay, it's not human being, it will be appropriate. That's the word, appropriate, for the Fed to taper this year. You see, look, this is the game they play.
I'm sure you'll have a fun trip.
You got one group of Fed creatures saying one thing, another group of Fed creatures saying the other thing. This is a deliberate act to keep the market kind of off balance.
Just stay alert. Watch out for those refugee Akbar people.
That the Fed would taper this year. Forget about the fractional losses we've had in the market today. We would have fell hundreds of points, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000. I don't know. And we would have seen a reflection with the dollar, and we would have seen a massive jump higher with regard to the dollar. We would have seen the 10-year yield also react. We did not see this. Okay. So the market's laughing at you, sir, Fed Williams, you creature from wherever you're from. Now, apparently, again, let's talk about the Fed's beige book. This is, again, a measure how the Fed, whatever they do, it's all dog shit anyway, but, how they kind of put this into perspective for us, the business activity. So the Federal Reserve admits in their beige book report today that the economy,
okay, that's good.
I got to calm down for this one, is in fact slowing.
So I'm going to take it that it's like in America, right? Your countryside / rural side tends to be more conservative, as compared to the cities, of course.
We don't need the dog shit Fed's beige book to tell us that the economy is slowing. The economy is not just slowing. It's in free fall and is contracting. Okay. So, ironically, actually, you know what? We'll get to that too. So I want to get this verbatim so you can laugh a little bit. So I wrote all this down. I had no choice. U.S. business activity is suffering due to higher inflation. Oh, imagine my shock. You mean it's not temporary? And of course, shortages. Lovely. And, what does this mean? The Fed went on to say that
93% won, and
these
there's
extra
still trouble.
Costs, business activity, because they're dealing with higher inflation
Is
and
it being
shortages.
caused
well, guess
by white
what?
people too?
You're
or
gonna
the
pay
7%
for it.
that's not white?
Imagine Greg's shock.
Or both.
You can't imagine how shocked Greg is. I'm sure you're
Because if
just
it's
as
both,
surprised
they
because I
obviously
told you this was
need
going to happen. Anyway,
people
so yes,
forgiving their mom and dad.
U.S. business
and come back to
activity,
God.
they are dealing with higher inflation, and apparently shortages, and they're going to pass all of those costs right on to you and me. It's just lovely. Now let us move forward here. I'll tell you, how many times were you?
Well, I can't read those last 3 words, but I could read the crackheads. Yeah. Yeah, since I've been listening to so much JLP, I'm pretty sure I already know what the problem is. So, if we're going to just reach them and tell them all they have to do is forgive mom and dad, they'll be well on their way back home, Just spiritually speaking.
You and I told.
And of course, the faster I pump out my game, the faster I can help contribute to that,
By Fed President.
Since that's actually going to be that's actually going to be like the core of the storyline. Because obviously I'm changing as a person too. So, and I know that it works 100% for a fact, and it works too because you did it. So, you just get more people to do it, and life will be a lot easier for all of us. Yeah. Oh, did you see my tweet, by the way, today that says that the Taliban painted over the mural of George Floyd? They're painting over all of the shit-lib stuff that the liberals of Afghanistan and the U.S. Army were doing for all these years in Afghanistan. It's certainly quite an interesting situation.
The Fed chairperson himself, who's not concerned, really, a little bit concerned about inflation. This was just a temporary thing. Well, it turns out that according to the Fed's beige book, it's not going to be so temporary. So here we go. With the Federal Reserve, talking out of both sides of its freaking pie hole. Now, this is another term that the Federal Reserve used today regarding the economy. Are you ready? Economic growth, this is beautiful, has downshifted. It's downshifted. They can't say it's slowing down, although they did. But they have to put these little fancy terms, like we're driving a standard shift car or whatever. We're downshifting to a slightly moderate pace. They love that stuff too. The appropriates, the moderates. So the economy is downshifting to a slightly moderate pace. It's slowing down, okay, but they don't want you to know. And inflation remains, this is beautiful too. This is quote, inflation remains elevated, are you ready? At a steady pace. Oh, really? It remains elevated at a steady pace. Let's not forget that one. Let us move forward here. Job growth overall is varying from district to district, okay? From slight to strong. Oh.
What?
I'm just totally clear on all this. How about you? It's astonishing to me, it really is, people, how the Fed could come out with these kinds of things and expect people to, I don't know, listen to them, buy it. I have no idea what the Fed really thinks of you and I. And actually, that's not true.
Parties.
The Federal Reserve believes that you and I are sub-morons who cannot walk and chew gum at the same time.
Yeah, it's great help in joining the church. Has helped me a lot since joining. I haven't been tempted to sin as much. Yeah, I'm finding it easier too. But I still have problems. So that's why I've been listening to GLP more. It's just gonna take. It just takes time. Just like Rome wasn't built in a day, your old bad habits were also not built in a day either. It's just going to take time. The important thing is that you're just going in the right direction. You don't give up. And eventually you'll succeed. All right? Because remember, I used to be 204 pounds, and then I dropped all the way down to low to mid 180s, and I've been stuck there for a couple of years. And then now I'm down to low 170s. So it's still pretty whatever. Remember, joining Johnson community and pastor meditating the Bible is very helpful. Yeah, I'll take it under advisement, but my distrust of the church system here in America is just so low that I kind of just don't want to really bother with it. And if I had to go to church, I'd rather just go to JLP's church, right? I just fire up to his YouTube stream. You know, the important thing is that I'm just aware of whatever problems I have, and I just deal with it, because I can easily tell that the hand of God is guiding my life, and that, like, you know, he already knows that I'm way overwhelmed. So until I can deal with whatever I have to deal with now, whether it's trademarks or the game or whatever, you know, or my anger issues, right? Well, you know, I'm not going to be receiving any more because I'm not going to be able to handle it. So, you know, it's just going to take time. I go to a traditional Latin mass and it's very good. Followers are serious and the women cover up and they aren't brainwashed by COVID. Really? Huh. I wonder if I'd be able to find anything like that here in New York City. I'm pretty sure I would find something like that in Florida, you know, for sure, in Tampa. Because obviously Florida is not nearly as cucked and stupid. How am I halfway in 13 league? I've been getting like nothing but losses like constantly. Send you a link. Alright, yeah, just put it in the chat. I'll probably take a look at it off stream. Because I want to do a couple more character design UI videos. And then, actually, I could probably show you what we got. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Make sure I don't have anything sensitive here. Okay. So display capture. This is what it actually looks like. Like I already have it playing. You can't interact with any of this yet. Oh, we do have the buttons though. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we don't have the functionality where if I click the button, it doesn't make me lose the mouse cursor. So looks really nice, right? It's starting to look, well, you know, AAA. So I'm definitely liking it. Let me just hit the escape button here. So, okay. Okay, this opened up in Chrome. All right, good. So let me put this. Okay, I'm trying to put you in a. Oh, I see how. What? Oh, because that is Brave. No wonder it was getting mad at me. Hold on. There we go. Alright, now it's in my Chrome docked. Okay, let me put that over here. Alright, thanks for that. I'll take a look. Latin Mass. Okay, so I assume that's like a church system then. Okay. Ugh.
They really believe that at the core of their being. And that's why they believe they need to rule the world. Because people like you and me, oh no, we're too stupid to govern ourselves. We need some other entity to take care of us because we're just little dummies. We're little dummies. How about no? How about we're not dummies at all? And you and I see as clear could be as to what's actually going on. Does any of what I just told you, take you by surprise? I don't think so, because again, if you've been following this blog, you knew all of this before the beige book. The beige book! Can't make it up, people. I dare you. I dare you to try to make up some of this stuff. I really do. Anyway, look, so that's the story with the market, what's going on today. And I just can't wait until tomorrow, you see, because tomorrow we're going to hear first-time unemployment claims from last week, continuing claims. And it's going to be another number staggeringly horrible. But we're just doing so well. Although the Fed's admitting here that we're downshifting, that the economy is slowing down. But the stock market is going to keep going higher because the Fed's going to buy it all, continue to do so. They're going to move goalposts, and they already are. What does this tell us here? This beige book. It's saying, okay, taper, how about it's not going to happen for the foreseeable future because the Fed doesn't really want to do it. They want to continue to buy assets. And our lovely, lovely members of Congress are going to allow them to continue to do that by giving them a blank check with your name on it. Uh-huh. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful thing. If you're the Federal Reserve, you're loving life right now. You're fulfilling your end game, your final solution to be the lender and buyer of last resort. All these central banks working together in concert to literally take over the world. And that's exactly what they are doing. People, love you a lot. Please share the video. See you in the morning.
Oh wow, I actually won a freaking game. This account is due for like a special legendary chest too, and all I've been getting are the crappy rare chests. Alright, so I was kind of like 40% paying attention to Greg. I guess I started tuning out after I heard him talk about cryptos. But yeah, from the way it sounds, there's just nothing. I mean, technically, boring and no news and nothing going on is actually very good news, because because it always could be bad news, right? And you don't want bad news. So from what I can tell, it's just a dip. It's not even explained. There's manipulation, but it looks like the manipulation might be over. I mean, shit, Solana's already going back up, popping off. Man, I really wish I could have gotten into Solana when it was like $18, $30. Now I would just be making. But how the hell would I supposed to know that, right? You know, like how would I know about any of these stupid coins? So, oh well, whatever the case is, eventually everything else is gonna skyrocket anyway, and even Ethereum is still way above $3,400 or $3,000. So this dip isn't that bad. It just seems bad because Bitcoin's like just taking a massive hit. But again, this is actually a pretty good sign, right? So yeah, it looks like by the time tonight rolls around, we should start seeing some green finally, right? And we'll see what happens with this bounce, because it went straight down. It's consolidating, flatlining, and it does look like from a lot of chart patterns here on the right hand side, it wants to go back up. So I hope so, because this market, crypto has been suppressed so much for so long that it's way overdue. Bitcoin should be at like 100 grand, 150 grand by now. All right, without a doubt. But that's how it goes. I'm gonna set up a Hotbit account. Yeah, you should do that right now, believe it or not, because remember, time's running out to buy Cardano, especially at this price. Like, this is actually the perfect time to buy a Cardano, because you already know the fundamentals are 100% solid Cardano, and it just had a major price correction along with the rest of the market. So, it's actually a no-brainer, right? So, I'm hoping Cardano is going to become the next Solana, right? Once September 12th rolls around and we get the smart contracts going live. And then we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm busy. I got games to play. I got to think more about JLP's teachings and, Jesus Christ and God and all that stuff. And, I just got so much on my plate. But, that's how it goes. I'm actually glad that I don't cover politics shit anymore, because now that I don't have the distraction of stupid political bullshit, I can actually see, okay, wow, I've got all these other problems I really need to be dealing with, Bitching about the shit libs all day isn't going to really solve any of that at all. In fact, it's definitely a hindrance. I mean, it actually contributes to the problem, I should say. So. Alright, thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. And remember, it's Thursday, so it'll be the last stream for the week, because now I only want to stream 4 days a week, and that's probably going to change once my game is live. And then, I'll go from there, because I would like to do, coding streams, and I'll probably replace these Bitcoin streams. But of course, I'll still take a look at the Bitcoin prices, while coding, of course. So, all right, thanks for watching. All right, see you guys. See you, Ryan. See you.